Yo, what's up everybody? How's it going today? Happy Sunday. We made it another week into September. It's now Sunday, September the 24th, the end of the week, and we're going to do a very quick summary of what's been going on in the market and how Bitcoin is trending, and especially my view in the market. Now, first of all, I want to thank you guys for always being a part of me and watching my updates. Who am I to give you guys an update? Who am I for you guys to trust? I've been in the crypto market for about 8 years now. My first 2 years were probably the most difficult years. I am so grateful that I was able to catch a little bit of the 2017 bull market. You don't need to catch everything. You just need to catch some of it, right? And that's the point of any bull market. It's impossible to catch every single coin. But as long as you catch just a little bit of it, that's what's gonna help you be profitable. So I had 2017's bull market under my belt, 2018 bear market under my belt, and then I also caught 2021 in a major way. I traded through the entire bear market in 2022, and now this will be my third upcoming bull market. And I'm very grateful for all of the experiences that I've had, and now I'll be managing a multi-million-dollar portfolio. And I really hope that I can impart some wisdom to you. And I can also share some of the things that I know, some of the things that I personally believe. Now, it's impossible to deliver, for example, one punchline. A lot of people are like, too much talking, get to the point. Well, what point are you expecting? Are you expecting kind of like a magical punchline that's gonna make sense for you to do this and to do that? No, that's impossible. If you want to be successful in the bull market, you have to get news from multiple sources and involve yourself heavily, submerge yourself in the crypto community, in lots of videos, in lots of news. You don't want to be the guy that's like a taxi driver hearing about it on mainstream media, or by the time your grandparents hear about it, or by the time that new person, oh, have you heard about Bitcoin, brings it up to you, that's just too late. So the more you involve yourself in the crypto community, in the crypto news, by watching content like mine, by watching content of other creators as well, getting news from multiple sources, then you can formulate your own opinion, and that's what's going to matter the most. Just as an example, if there's a board meeting and there's 10 people that all agree, if you're the 11th person, you must disagree in some way because you have to cause a controversy. You can't just all be a yes person. So you have to have a different perspective that's unique and your own. You cannot just follow somebody blindly in the market, because remember that it's your risk, it's your money, it's your decisions, it's your profits, it's your success, and it's your failure. So every time you make a good decision that leads you to a profitable month, to a profitable portfolio, to a profitable day trading position, it's always your decisions that's responsible for this ultimate success. And just like when you lose as well, if you don't make the right decisions when it comes to managing your portfolio, choosing the right types of coins, then unfortunately it's going to be on you if you lose. It's the same way with any content or any course. I have a very good course that's available to the public. When people pick it up and if they buy it, but they actually never watch it, they never study, they never put in the hard work to learn about this particular course. It's not a problem with the course, right? It's a problem with you, man. So you have to put in that work and really understand that to be ultimately successful in this bull market, you have to be involved in the market always, and always do your research. And that's what I'm here for today. I'm here to give you my unbiased opinion of what I think is going on in the market based off of what I've seen in the past before, and especially with how things are trending right now. So jumping right into a Bitcoin analysis, these are my thoughts on Bitcoin. To make it very simple, to catch everybody up from the most basic technical analysis perspective. See this white line at the top? It's around $31,000. That has been holding since January of 2021. So that's now been 2 years and 9 months that it's been holding. It bounced several times here in January, and then May, June, July, and then for 30 days there, and then this year in April, and then this year again in July. So because of that, it's a very strong type of resistance. And then we couldn't break above it naturally because of how long time it's been trending now. So what ended up happening was we fell to the downside. And then we bounced at the August and also the February and also the June 23rd support, where it finally broke this trend line over here that's been holding for 8 months. So do I believe it's gonna get to 31K again this year? I really doubt it, to be honest. If I had to make a guess, if I had to gamble, well, let's face it, we're all gamblers because we're in crypto. If I had to truly guess, I would guess that we're most likely going to hit anywhere between $21,000 to $23,000 by the end of this year. I am not that bullish, the end of this year, but I do believe that perhaps there's a possibility that Q4 could be bullish December leading into April. And historically, every single year where there is a Bitcoin halving, what ends up happening is from the beginning of the year in January to the end of the year in December, we always make a higher high. So historically, the Bitcoin halving year is always a great year. I just cannot see Bitcoin staying above these particular regions for a long period of time. And let's just talk quickly about how the weekly moving average is trending. So if you take a look at the 50 and the 200, okay, the yellow is the 50 and the blue is the 200. You can see that we're sandwiched right in between right now. We can't break above the 50. But we are above the 200 on the weekly. If you go further back, what you're going to notice is that the majority of times we're always trending above the blue, the 200 EMA, but there are periods where we do go below it. Okay, and if you take a look at, for example, the yellow line, the 50 EMA, between the bear market year and the bull market year, we always go below it, above it, below it, above it, below it, then above it. So would it be safe to assume that it's always going to oscillate as a gauge? And the price action will go above it sometimes, it will go below it sometimes. I just don't think we're there yet, where we've been staying below the 50 EMA long enough. If you go to the monthly 50 EMA, we're actually above it right now. Okay, this is the one holding grace that we have. If we fall slightly below it, I do not believe we will stay below it for a long period of time. Because historically, the 50 EMA on the monthly has always held traditionally. So the market right now is slowly starting to bleed. And I'm going to show you guys as an example on the portfolios that I hold. So right now I'm holding 14 coins, and they're all top 50 coins that I hold that I believe will have a high potential for a decent return. Keep in mind that you can invest in coins that have less of a market cap and are way lower in the ranking if you choose to do so. But if you choose to do so, it has more risk potential, and also there's not a guarantee of anything happening. You might not know the CEO who's involved in it. The project might not be as good. There's just a lot of risk associated with it, and you've got to do a lot of research to compare it to what it's current to right now. Whereas I prefer to invest in these blue chip type of altcoins because the CEOs are very established, they're reputable. The project itself is established, it's well known, their social media is very active, they're publishing quite often, there's lots of news, and there's traction that's been gained already. I prefer to look at these types of coins because I believe that there's less risk to invest in them. But there's no guarantees. Like if you're holding these types of coins, there's no guarantees that in the next bull market, it's gonna rally. Now keep in mind, the coins in 2017, okay, the ones that made an all-time high. When it got to 2021, 90% of these coins did not make an all-time high again. So if you think of the statistics, 90% of the coins in the next bull market from the 2021 coins, they may not make a high again. And that's just telling you the fact of what happened between 2017 and 2021. So these coins may never do an all-time high again. In fact, some of them may not even move positively and correlate to how Bitcoin's moving. Some of them may even die off. We just don't know. There's always a lot of risks as well, but I believe that these coins have a higher potential to move alongside with Bitcoin than to risk in like a top 500, top 1,000 type of coin. Now, I firmly believe that these altcoins are going to bleed much longer than you think. Probably till the end of the year or even to early next year. Because what traditionally happens is alts, the money in the alt market ends up getting removed and it goes into the Bitcoin market, and the Bitcoin dominance goes up because it's leading to the halving. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about how in the past 30 days, every coin in my portfolio is down. I'm down about 7 figures right now, but I've got $500,000 more ready to buy waiting for the next capitulation, and I've also cashed out some of it because I'm anticipating this. And the reason for this is I'll tell you after, okay? So take a look. So stay tuned, guys. Don't go anywhere. You want to hear this. In the past 60 days, you will see that every altcoin that I'm holding in my portfolio has bled double digits already. The only coin, actually every single coin is in the red. The only coin that kind of held true was HBAR. That's it. Just HBAR, nothing else. That's in the past 60 days. So the coin that moved the most was AVAX. Avalanche got destroyed. Okay, Polygon got destroyed. XRP's movement with the SEC ruling was very short-lived. All the bulls were happy to be back in. They're like, it's going to the moon. But you know what? There's a lot of other coins right now that the SEC is investigating, like Algorand, right? And that's one of my big holdings as well. Algorand is surprisingly holding pretty well in the past 60 days. In fact, in the past week, it recovered slightly as well. So Algorand is actually one of the better performers, despite the SEC investigating them right now and classifying them, excuse me, as a security. So every coin, guys, it's in the red right now. ICP dropped a huge amount. Arbitrum dropped a lot. HBAR is one of my favorite coins, and that's dropped a substantial amount as well. So I wanted to show you guys a market right now called the Total 3, okay? So this is called the Total 3 market cap, and what this refers to is the market cap of all of crypto except for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if you take a look here, it looks like it's forming some sort of pattern that could eventually smash to the downside. This does not look like a bullish pattern to me. It all depends on how you see it. Some people might even see it as a descending triangle. So it might even be something like this, but I see it more of a sloped right now. So it looks like it's trying to hammer. If you take a look here, it's trying to hammer the market cap of all coins except for Bitcoin and Ethereum below $290 billion. And the reason for this, if you actually take a look at where this triangle would end, it looks like it could end near April, May, right around the halving time. And the reason for this is because the altcoin market starts to bleed because people are starting to accumulate Bitcoin. And that's what the halving is for. So this could easily drop below over here. And I think a lot of experts are looking at this particular region as well as a possibility of a support. But keep in mind, the major support is around up there, right? $350 billion, which we actually broke already. So that's not a great factor to look at. If you take a look at the Ethereum market right now, okay, or Total 2 refers to all of the crypto market cap except for Bitcoin. And if you take a look here, every single time we're printing a lower high, okay? A lower high every single time so far. So is it likely that we're gonna hit down over here and maybe even capitulate? It's possible. This is what I'm expecting. I'm banking on this fact right now. I'm banking on it heavily, hence the reason why I sold off some of my portfolio and why I'm more cash heavy right now than in my portfolio. And I'm ready to have one more major capitulation for Ethereum and for altcoins. And when this happens, that's where the bull market could potentially start to slowly begin and recover. And keep in mind that you guys should be proud of yourselves. I remember around this time last year in 2022 where we were like, oh man, it's still bleeding, the market is bleeding, it's already almost October, and then surely enough, boom, January comes around and everybody's all of a sudden rich again because Bitcoin and every coin like Solana started to heavily rally. So time is going to go by way faster than you believe. So make sure you are staying in this game and not going anywhere because you will be rewarded. The people that put in the work will be rewarded. And this is what I firmly believe. One more drop, and I'm going to say it firmly, that my prediction is one more drop, one more capitulation for Ethereum, for Bitcoin, for altcoins, and then the accumulation phase and distribution phase is likely to begin. So I just wanted to give you guys a short update and to summarize quickly. I think we're going down, guys. So be careful, man. I'm warning you guys right now that I'm not DCing anything until I see lower lows. And I'm seeing the altcoin markets just bleed right now. I'm seeing the market cap of the Total 3. That's a market cap of everything except for Bitcoin and Ethereum bleed. I'm seeing the total 2, which is the market cap of all of crypto except for Bitcoin, bleed. So everything is looking like it's bleeding right now, and I just don't see how we're going to get any higher for alts without having a major bull rally anytime soon, like next year, I would say. So anyways, wanted to give you guys a quick update. If you enjoyed my content, give it a thumbs up, guys. I really appreciate your time, all right? Take care now.